Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to Gemini season and welcome to your reading. Maybe they didn't take you seriously for this past year. They didn't think you were serious. They didn't think you were gonna do it. They didn't think that you would take yourself that seriously. They didn't think that, and I'm talking about they because you are on the Virgo Pisces axis, and that axis is a very difficult one. It's one where people want to make you feel crazy, especially as a mutable sign. People want to make you feel crazy. They want to make you feel crazy for your intuition. They want to make you feel crazy for the darkness that you can feel in others and the deception that you can feel in others. But you are a very polished, which is what I'm calling a reading, polished person, because you understand. You feel the emotions of others. You see into their worlds. And for a long time, you were in this 9th house energy where you didn't look like you had anything. Why should we listen to you? Why should we believe what you have to say? You don't have any money. You barely have the experience. You just seem like you're out here having fun and you don't care about anybody but yourself. So things moved very slowly over the past year, and money moved very slowly over the past year. But this energy of Jupiter and Taurus, which was this past year, this energy of Jupiter and Taurus has taught you something very valuable. The Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. It's taught you that you have an audience just for you. It's taught you that you have a message that not a soul can touch, stand in the way of. It's taught you that you have skill that is needed, greatly needed, and deeply valued, deeply valuable. But probably the sweetest gain and lesson, especially as a mutable sign, that you've gained over this past year is patience. Now this year presents the opportunity to say whatever you want. All of those seeds that you've been planting, all of those things that you've been mulling over in your head and your mind for months on months on months, for years for some of you. This thing that you've been working to create now comes to life through your voice, through this stage that you found just for you. You found your position in it, and as I said, there's nobody who can move you from that place. And it feels very fair. This public success feels very fair. It feels earned and right. The challenge for you, Virgo, and that is really your forever challenge. Hold on one second. See if I can create a little bit more comfort for myself through bringing this chair over here. I broke my ankle and am on crutches, and so it's important that I be comfortable. And I've been fine for the past readings, but I think this one I need a little bit more help. is in the chair over. There we go. Whew. Okay. So, what you have to make the choice that you have to make this year is if you really want community or if you really just want your wishes to come to fruition. If you really want love or if you just want to be in possession of something, in control of someone. That commitment to the long term is guaranteed to come with disappointment, dissatisfaction, deception, failures, unfulfilling moments. And you can tell yourself that you're not deserving of that and that you deserve better. You know, that Virgo criticism of the outside. There's something this person must be doing. There's something better that I need to get to, that I need to work my way up to. And that may be true, and I think that will forever be true, actually, for you. Yeah, you can drop that person off, drop that opportunity off, and run to the other thing. Very Sagittarian, very mutable vibes here, you know, mutable energy. I don't need to hold on to that. I got something else over here. Very mutable. As I said, that will forever be true. But aren't you tired of running from here to there, looking for better? And I'm not saying that you need to be complacent or that you need to that you need to lower your standard. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that really think about really think about how much it takes out of you every time. And is there another way? How much it takes out of you every time that you make that shift? And is there another way? Is there a way to be grounded in this energy of community? Oh, it's so hard. It's so exhausting for you. It's so not comfortable for you. Something that seems so simple. Being plugged in to people is something that can be quite difficult and uncomfortable for you. Because you are so sensitive to the deception. But this is a year that you are able to be smarter. And maybe being smarter is being more patient without being a pushover or self-sacrificing. Maybe there's a way that you can have these friendships and relationships and partnerships and still feel extremely worthy and respected. And if you're dealing with an Aquarius, this deception is very high. It's very intense. And it's happening for a reason. It's happening because it wants you to stop running. It wants you to be smarter. It wants you to redefine connection, as we talked about a bit in the last reading. It wants you to do the Capricorn thing. Your 10th house is your strength over the next year. You have the public success. You have the authority. You have the resources. You have the experience. You have the love. You have it. But the ability to overthink it, especially if you're dealing with the Cancer or Scorpio, the ability to overthink that victory and win is very easy and constant. So I think the best thing to do now is to make a really good long-term plan. And when I say long-term, I mean more than a year. I think the success of the moment is to look past the moment and to think about the next 5 or 10 years, and to think about what you really want in your home life and experience. Think about the things that you really want to get off your chest. The things that you really want to possess. This is emotional security here, emotional transformation, very deep, very intense. I would start planning for the long term and move out of the space of smallness. Your life is only reflecting back to you this small energy because it's how you see yourself. You are not dependent anymore. You're just connected. You no longer need to impose your will on anybody or anything. Anyone who finds you now on this journey sees that your long-term plan is one that they don't want to miss out on. And they will greet you with a very soft energy because you're kindred spirits, or they have something to learn from you, something to gain from you, probably money, wisdom, but likely something professional, something work-related. How do you keep going? How do you not stop when people try to tear you apart? How do you do it? And the answer will be, you love yourself too much to stop. There's too much to have. You love things, even if those things are wholesome things like plants and remedies and gadgets, or they are expensive things like cars and televisions and clothes and jewelry. And this year you allow yourself to love those things, and you allow it to be a motivator for you, and keeps you focused, even keeps you strong. You don't have to go and find anyone on this journey. They will find you over and over. You don't have to run away from this deep isolation. You can just make this beautiful long-term plan. As I said, 1 year at least, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Get very detailed as you like to be. And watch as this energy aligns, positions you to achieve that. It's a mixture of love, it's a mixture of things, it's a mixture of healing. And that focus on what you know you're supposed to experience in this lifetime, because if you have this plan, it's not coming out of nowhere, it was planted inside of you. That focus on the future is what will make sure that you don't get swindled. Because you don't have too much space or time, and you have very intense boundaries. And on this long-term journey, a ton to give. So the people that find you over this year, but starting now, gauge who's really here by how much they give you. Not just in resources, but in their energy. Allow people to be reserved in what they believe, but there's a level of giving that you need from someone to consider them a friend or to allow them into your life, because otherwise it'll never be equal, it'll never be balanced. It'll just be you helping them get to where they want to be. And we're not doing that this year. You have a business, you've learned now how being overly generous can be dangerous. And it's the best thing. The best thing. Love you, Virgo. Wow. I will see you in Cancer season. In the meantime, you can schedule your private and birth chart readings with me through the link in my description. The Gemini season kickoff is called Endless Fascination. It is out now on YouTube. The link is in the description. And the Gemini season playlist, Gem, is out now on Apple Music, and the link is also in my description. Love you so much. Happy Gemini season, mutable energy.